Hello there, I hope you're well. My name is Jerome and I am Spirituality 2 on this channel. Somebody left an interesting comment about the I Ching. He said, or she said, that the I Ching is a communist mind trap and that it is just another example of humanity and the why we need to escape from humanity. That in another comment, I believe, the ignorance is bliss. Pointing that out. Pointing out that knowledge is actually harmful. That learning is, if you want to be blissful, not to be undertaken. That the I Ching is a mind trap. Oh yeah. Yeah, is it communistic? No, it's kind of more, it talks about making money. It talks about things deeper than politics, than communism or socialism or whatever ism it is. It overlooks all of that. The fact that it's Chinese may make it seem communistic, but I don't know if you could call Confucius and Lao Tzu communists. That was 3,000 years ago. Things were a little different when these lines were put forth. So, I don't know. Communistic? No. It's a guidebook, if you will. I was reading in the introduction of the I Ching, and you'll maybe perhaps remember I talked about there's part 1, part 2 of the first section of the I Ching, which is what I'm reading from. And part 1, I basically said, is kind of an introduction into it all, whereas part 2 is where you get more stabilized and basically grow into old age and then move on. I was actually wrong in that. And the introduction basically said the way that it was laid out, part 1 of the book, and that goes up to the 33rd chapter, goes up, basically talks about things that are spiritual versus things that are actual or physical. It's sort of an introduction into all of the spiritual aspects, the deeper aspects. Kind of starts with the hard part and gets easier, maybe. But the spiritual aspects of it, the creative part, if you will, whereas part 2 deals with more in the material world, worldly things, societies and governments and building up of your life and carrying on, moving on. And in the end, it's before completion. You still aren't done. You never will be. It is not suggested or recommended. You need to go at the rate you go and be who you are. That's important. That's another thing the I Ching teaches. It's not a mind trap that says you must think this way. It says, look at this. Be who. There's an infinity of variety amongst humanity. That's one thing that makes us so beautiful. I feel like part of the biggest part of who we are is our humanity. I can't try to let go of that. No. I can let go of the parts of my humanity that are egotistical in nature and self-centered in nature. But never will I give up on knowledge, the seeking of knowledge, the seeking of wisdom. I won't. I just can't. If I'm an idiot for that, so be it. I'm okay with that. I really, really am. So, yeah, I have to humbly disagree that it's a mind trap and that it's communistic. I think that's up to interpretation. It depends on how you feel about it, really. You know, what does chapter 4 say? I think one of the chapters that the comment was on, actually, said that the teacher must wait to be sought out instead of offering himself. Only in this way can the education take place in the right way and the right time, and only in this way will the pupil have the proper respect for the teacher. So that's the I Ching. If you seek it out, it's there for you. If you're humble, it'll tell you exactly what's going down, and it will let you know. And if it's a mind trap, it's the best of all. I'd rather be trapped in this frame of reference than be shallow and unwise, really. Most of my wisdom has come from these chapters. Much of my whole being is part of that. So yeah, it is a mind trap, and I think I have a beautiful mind. Actually, it doesn't really even matter what I think. That's my way of letting go of my humanity, is letting go of my ego. That's what makes the difference. That's the thing that's different. So you want to let go of your humanity? You mean let go of that egotistical, selfish, I, me part? Or do you mean the part that uses language to really thoroughly communicate ideas? To take what is out there and create reality with it, as in this right behind me. My name is Jerome, and this is Spirituality 2, and I hope you have a good day.